Back at AT&T Stadium and down to the field, here's Pam Oliver.
Well, Jackson Dart, who they believe is the future of this franchise, just a matter of when.
First throw for Wilson. Malik Neighbors stopped right away by Kaiir Elam. He's short, third down, less than one coming up here.
But it also serves them in the long term down the road.
They bring big Cam Scadaboo in on this third and short. And Scadaboo, who last time played in this stadium, ran for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns.
They got a ton of pressure. They had a hard time getting Hurts on the ground.
Play action on first down. He's got time. Checks it down. Tyrone Tracy, who was a receiver for most of his college career. 30th in the NFL, then 31st. And more the same week one with just 2 field goals. Tried again on the ground with Tracy. Lowers the shoulder. And gets close to a first down. Opening drive for the Giants. Third down, 3 or 4. Cowboys showed blitz, backed off. Wilson steps up and delivers a first down. Back to Theo Johnson. One drop his entire rookie season before those 2 drops last week. Wilson hit from behind, tries to get it away. Nobody in the area. And they're going to say it looks like that he was down. Bill Vinovich saying he was down before. Third down and a quarter of the field. Wilson lofts one down the middle. Robinson with a perfect strike. Fights his way down to the 2. And now a flag flies at the end of the play. It was Hudson and Williams pushing at the end of the play after a 51-yard hookup from Wilson.
Marked the 15 yards on the end of the play. So here, let's take a look here at the end. Yeah, so they're going to say he just pushes his head into the turf there at the end, and Brian Dable on the sideline is losing his mind.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God,
Greg!
I'm literally standing here watching Brian Dable.
Offensive 55.
He's standing next to
5-yard
Bo.
penalty. Go second down.
He's already second tackle. They're talking about putting the third guy in there. It'd be a rookie, Marcus Bo. Still haven't made that move though. Wilson zips it. Incomplete. He was looking for Johnson, defended by Elam.
You have to come away with touchdowns.
Perfect on third down so far today. Wilson scrambles, heaves, back corner of the end zone and over Neighbors' head.
But when you look at it, the opening drive of the game, the explosive nature, the run game, the deep ball passing game, like that's what they want to be coming in.
Gano knocks it through. 15 plays. They settle for the 3-point. Stays in on third and short. Wilson looks to throw. One-on-one. He's got Neighbors. Drops it in the bucket, and there you go, Greg. A deep ball to their best deep threat. Neighbors gets 28 and a first down.
As going forward is the connection and the lessons he's taught Malik Neighbors so far.
Fake to Tracy. Wilson dumps it off. Theo Johnson tripped up by Kenneth Murray.
You're almost giving them 3 points. I don't want to kick off unless it's following a touchdown at all costs.
Wilson has Robinson, but it was broken up and incomplete. Coverage from Stewart. Hooker came flying in as well. Fourth down. 2 drives, 2 Graham Gano field goals, and a 6-0 lead for the Giants. Got back at 4 a.m. Friday morning. By lunchtime, he was out by himself catching passes off the jugs machine. Here he is, behind the defense from Prescott. Inside the 40, 33 yards, putting that extra work to use.
That's what this Schottenheimer offense wants to be.
Second and short, handed off. Javonte Williams waited for the hole to develop. Got a first down inside the 25.
The premier interior defensive lineman in the entire league.
Second and 10, Prescott down the sideline. George Pickens broken up by Paulson Adebo. Cowboys looking for their first third down conversion today. He's in trouble and sacked. It was Kayvon Thibodeau. 5 out of 28 in his career from 50 plus. It is ho-hum for him. Wilson has Robinson, one of the best in the league on third down. He's got a first down and a gain of 8. Efficiency numbers just unrecognizable from last week. When he's below 50%. Rips it to Robinson again. The same look they had on the first drive down that left seam. This from the 29, a first down throw. Look at end zone. There's Malik Neighbors. There's a touchdown for New York. 29 yards. Wilson from Wilson to Neighbors for the Giants' first touchdown of the year.
When he threw it, I thought he might have overthrown it, but when you can elevate and high point a ball, I'm not sure if you can overthrow Malik Neighbors, and that's now the second time in this first half he's just run by Trayvon Diggs. It really turns into one-on-one on the outside with Diggs.
The high snap, there have been a few that have been off the mark as George Pickens has it on the slant. Gain of 12, his first catch of the day. Got Lamb to the near side of the screen. Fake to Sanders. Prescott delivers for Ferguson. Open in the middle for a first down to the 33. They got 14.
They've got to get him rolling a little bit.
For a 26-yard gain there. Here's pressure, but he gets rid of it. Swinging out of the backfield. Turpin, get it in his hands any way you can. Open field tackle by Tyler Nubin to keep that from becoming a
Pickens and CeeDee Lamb on the same side of the formation.
Prescott chooses Pickens through a couple Giants' hands and incomplete. Hard count. Flag flies. Free play. End zone. Turpin. Touchdown Cowboys.
You know your help is deep and wide. You got to protect the middle of the field. Great route by Kevontae Turpin. Great anticipation by Dak Prescott. He sees the middle open. You win on that leverage. There's just no one in there to help you. Just a simply blown coverage there in the slot by Drew Phillips.
This is the first time in 20 years the Giants have been called for 9 penalties and a half. It was a sign of things to come when the opening kickoff has returned 6.
Showing 0.
Start to back off a little bit on 2nd and 10. Bringing the pressure and getting to Wilson for the first time today. Clark and Odigizua left for Cowboys. They need the 33-yard line. They'll check it down. Tyrone Tracy. A couple of defenders circling. Tracy gets hit forward, but still very shy. And this defense, which we talked about needing to be the strength, has been incomplete. First play of the second half. Schoonmaker couldn't hang on. Bobby Okereke broke it up. But that second half more so far today. A little bit sluggish. Prescott off his back foot into coverage. It is Drew Phillips. And Phillips, no signal yet. Now they say he caught it. It's a pick for Phillips.
He can line up inside, he can line up on the edge, he can line up off the ball. He's such a weapon to add along with this front.
So they begin at the 40-yard line. Wilson will dump it off to Tracy. A block in front. Tyrone Tracy with a dozen on the first play of this second half. In that first half for Russell Wilson, 235 yards.
That secondary's had a tough start to this game.
Wilson looks to throw. Underneath again and through Tracy's hands. Super Bowl champion looking more like that guy than he did last week. Outside Wan'Dale Robinson. Over 100 yards already as Robinson rides the block of Malik Neighbors.
It's going to be zone coverage.
Shade of safety over the top of him. Wilson goes the other way and has a first down. Wan'Dale Robinson already his 7th catch. Robinson lines up in the backfield. Now 4 to choose from right side. It's a draw. And Wilson runs for 7. Solomon Thomas another tackle. 3rd down and short. Scadaboo's in there. He's got it. But he's hit at the line and got just one. Solomon Thomas again. That's play after play. The 9-year veteran. On 4th down and 2. Wilson has Scadaboo swinging out of the backfield. Throws it to him. Incomplete. Coverage from Murray. Scadaboo had a chance. Couldn't hang on. Guess who the pressure came from? It was Thomas again.
And give your opponent the ball between the 30 and 35-yard line.
Jet sweep. Kevontae Turpin. Man, he made the guy look like he was standing still. First down to the 21. Now he's in the backfield. And they hand it to him. How many different ways can we get Turpin involved? This one shut down by Deontay Banks.
Yeah, so that uncovers the protection. Now they know who's dropping and who's coming.
Here comes the blitz. Prescott sideline. Turpin again. First down Dallas and a gain of 14. Kevontae Turpin on a team that has CeeDee Lamb. They go a little smaller personnel here. Safety Dane Belton comes in. They want George Pickens. A flag flies. They're going to get Phillips. First down from the 30. Handoff to Javonte Williams. Squeezed his way through. End zone ahead. Dallas takes the lead. Javonte Williams from 30 yards, his third touchdown of the season already. Talk about getting the running game going. The Cowboys had 6 rushing touchdowns as a team last year. Javonte Williams has 3 himself already.
Leads to a touchdown.
And attacking the sore spot now for the Giants defense down to their 3rd man, inside linebacker. Blown coverage right here, and Darius Slayton takes advantage. His first catch of the year goes for 51 and over 300 yards for the day. It's Scadaboo met at the line of scrimmage, but he kept on going and got 5. It's a pass. Wilson in trouble. Heaves it out of bounds. 4th down. Pressure coming from Solomon Thomas.
And 3rd down, it was Clark's pressure on Russell Wilson that sped him up.
Well, the only Giant who has anything good to say about the lack of red zone success for the offense state. There's some talk this week that he may play in that role. Haven't seen it, though. Javonte Williams breaks the first tackle. Breaks another. 1st down for Williams. From the 30. Prescott trying to set up a screen. Back to Williams, and Burns blows him up. Brian Burns nails him for a loss of 2.
Today is that they're not just relying on winning the one-on-ones, they're putting them in very good situations, but they can't stop jumping off sides.
On 3rd down, a strike to Ferguson, a 1st down. Prescott on 3rd and 5. 4-man rush, he's given time. He steps up, back shoulder, George Pickens, flag flies, they're going to get a Debo. Pickens still caught that ball.
I've argued for many in my day.
2nd and 10. Prescott looking left. Ferguson hit right away. Tyler Nubin drops Ferguson for a loss of 1.
They're working in protection
against a 4-man rush. Burns coming from behind. He stays alive. He takes off and ultimately goes down. Okereke gets him. A gain of just 4. Aubrey stays perfect for the year. 4 for 4. Not have a catch in this second half after a big first step. 1-on-1 to the top, headed in that direction. There he is. Malik Neighbors spinning his way for a few more. 14 yards.
Don't worry about these nearest defenders latching on to you.
Into Dallas territory. Wilson has all day to throw. Wants it all. Contact on Slayton and a flag. They're going to get Wilson.
Pass interference. Defense number 6. Spot foul. Automatic 1st down.
Hands it off to Scadaboo. Big hole. Scadaboo. Scadaboo. Inside the 1. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah.
24 yards for Cam Scadaboo still at running back. He's got it straight ahead for the New York touchdown and his 1st in the NFL. Giants back in front. Cam Scadaboo back in the building where he started in the Big 12 championship less than a year ago.
You move on in your progression.
Well, they have today just 3 catches. Prescott looking his way, lofts it to him, and he climbs the ladder and makes the catch. 2nd and long. Time to throw. To the sideline. Lamb again. Inside the 40 with a flag down around midfield and a flag in the backfield. They're going to get roughing the passer. What's the other call? 12. Empty set for Prescott. Over the middle, CeeDee Lamb again. Throw is behind him, but he still pulled it in. Getting inside a Debo for 7. On 3rd down against blitz. There's George Pickens, the other part of this 1-2 punch. 1st down Dallas. 2nd and goal. Sanders again with a seam and a touchdown. Untouched in for the lead. Play action to begin this drive. Over the middle, it's Scadaboo catching it about 4 times and staying on his feet for 9 yards. See what he does here. 2nd and 1. Another handoff. Tracy. 1st down. Check in with Carissa. With a fresh set of downs near midfield. Fakes the toss. Steps up. Zips one for a 1st down to Theo Johnson.
Tom Brady running that exact concept.
4th catch of the day for Johnson. Outside quickly. There's Slayton. Darius Slayton working against Elam. Again, the secondary for the Cowboys. 2nd and short. Darts back in. This time he keeps and stumbles. Yeah, and Murray will finish him off. Cowboys showing blitz. They back off. Wilson finds Neighbors, who can't hang on. It was behind him. Wilson going end zone. Robinson, perfect throw. Touchdown, New York. On 4th down, 32 yards to Wan'Dale Robinson. The Giants jump back in front with 2:44 left.
I mean, how many times today against these zone coverages of the Cowboys have we seen Giants receivers just run? Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, and Thibodeau.
In rhythm again, but knocked down at the line of scrimmage, and there you go. Those big guys up front making an impact.
Has a lot more impact on the game.
3rd down and 4. Prescott retreating. Finds a crosser. Tolbert has it broken up by Drew Phillips. Prescott steps up over the middle. Diving try from Tolbert. Flags are down. Minute and a half with a 3rd and 5. On the slant, George Pickens. Getting inside, Cordell Flott. Pickens for 14 yards.
And that's now the 2nd slant they've given up to Pickens.
From the 34 to the sideline, Lamb. Perfect timing. 12 more yards. 1st down, Dallas to the 22. Minute 7 to go. All 3 timeouts. Dallas just fine when it comes to the clock. And so they run it. Javonte Williams has room to the outside. He hurdles inside the 10 where it's 1st and goal.
Oh, whatever your best play is that will result in the touchdown.
It's a pass. End zone. Pickens! Touchdown, Dallas!
Yep.
George Pickens gives the Cowboys the lead.
Really smart play call. What's the last couple routes he's run? A slant. So now all of a sudden you get that defender a little bit more conscious of the in-breaking route. Crossers, you can attack the middle of the field.
They bring a blitz. Wilson in trouble. Steps up, has room to run. Russell Wilson into Dallas territory. Oh, it looked like he was going to get sacked, but he squeezed out and got 15. From the Dallas 48. Wilson protected. Heaving one. Wants Neighbors. Malik Neighbors! Touchdown Giants! He dropped it in the bucket from 48. Vintage Russell Wilson. Giants lead with 25 seconds.
But chunk play here on 1st down.
Prescott pursued, tossed it up, and it was almost picked by Lawrence. Kayvon Thibodeau came flying after him. Very soft defense from the Giants. Prescott underneath. He's got him. Ferguson at midfield. 9 seconds. Now 8. They'll call a timeout. Aubrey, does he have enough? On the way. It is good! That's why they trusted him.
Wow.
Never a doubt. On to overtime.
Wow. All the conversations they're laying out before the situation starts.
Fake the toss, look downfield, and ultimately check it down to Williams, who's got room. And Javonte Williams has 12 yards. 3. A fumbled snap. Prescott dives on top of it and got it.
Well, I mentioned new center. Finding ourselves, this is a little different.
Lamb and Pickens both down here, same side. They go the other way. It's Jalen Tolbert, and it's knocked out.
Letting guys run through their coverage.
Neighbors has been that guy, top of the screen. They go outside to him, and he's got it for 14 yards. Especially when that downfield threat would end the game. Neighbors again underneath. Dives ahead for 7. 9 catches for Neighbors. 454 yards passing. 2nd and short. Oh, the ball is out. That's a live ball. It is out of bounds. Wilson. Deep ball. Oh, boy, threw it up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Donovan Wilson.
On field, but that wasn't even close.
3rd try for Dallas? My goodness. You needed about 25 yards to get into Aubrey's range. Prescott looking long. Lofts it up for Pickens, who's got it. They're in field goal range as George Pickens gets 27 yards. Prescott will look to throw. He's in trouble. Can't take a sack, and he won't. He'll run right down the middle inside the 30.
Yards, simple inside looky route and get down and trot the field goal unit. And I promise Brian Schottenheimer feels a lot better about this being the field goal for his first ever career.
To try and win this thriller. Aubrey got it into overtime and now wins it. What a ball game. Cowboys in OT. Times the charm for the Cowboys in OT. They get 3 drives and cap off the last one to end this game and get the win. The first one for Brian Schottenheimer, no doubt one he'll never forget.